Hello, everyone. What does that mean? Oh, okay, I see. What is with my hair? Okay. Hi, everyone. And this throws me off so bad. Welcome back, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. I'll give you guys an opportunity to come in. Can everybody hear me clearly? Whew. La 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 means I love you. Hi, hey Kalonda, Merry Christmas Eve. Wonderful. Tiffany, Liz, Alchemy, AJ, Freddie, Lilith, Eve, Quiet Storm, Tiffany Akins. I just wanted to come on here. Ali Muhammad. Is that set free? Set free to enlighten. I like that. Hey, Mr. JoJo Walks. Mary Sterling. Welcome, you guys. I just wanted to pop back on here and do a quick energy check to see how the collective is doing. I'm going to spoil y'all a little bit on this evening before I get busy, because I have a really busy evening tonight and going into tomorrow, because I'm doing something very special for my family this year. I would love to try and connect with the Aries community and try and do something. And we're going to work on that. We're going to work on something here in 2026. And I also wanted to say to those of you who are members, if you sign up to be a member going into 2026, I will do a free mini read once a month. Okay, to all of you guys who are members. And I am going to work to get on there and at least, do a few lives, for you guys as well here, because you deserve that. You absolutely deserve that, because that is something that you don't have to sign up for and you do. So I'm going to make it my business to be able to accommodate you guys to the best of my abilities. All right, going into not just 2026, just in general. I told y'all, we starting this shit right now. I'm on it. Like, the ball has already dropped over this way here. So a lot different from last year. Hey, Lori, welcome. Merry Christmas, Lori. But this year, I know for me personally, is a lot different than last year. And I'm very grateful. Very thankful to be here amongst you guys, especially because, man, this is a part of my ritual. This is a part of my routine, the Aries Collective. So let's get into it, y'all. La 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 means I love you. All right, so here's a toast. All right, to the collective. To those of you who wanted to try and ruin you, maybe privately, and be loud about it publicly, um, and ended up failing miserably. Cheers. All right. I'll cheers to that. What are your guys' plans? I know most of the in the States, most of the states will be shut down tomorrow. Are you guys going out to buy Powerball tickets? $1.7 billion. Hello. Let's see if it's some of that luck in here for y'all. Look, it is. Let me tell y'all, the Powerball this past what's today? Today is Wednesday. So they did the last drawing on Monday, right? I think 3 people in my city, 2 in Memphis, 1 in Germantown. One, I think, like at least $1 million or something like that, a piece of that money. right here. And you know what? The funny thing is, I had that feeling because the week before it had hit up north. And for it to hit down south, like it very seldom hits down south. It always hitting like the Midwest and then up north, like somewhere far type shit, you know. But for it to hit down here, baby, that's rare. And guess what? It normally only does that when the jackpot gets that big. That's the wild part about it. But you know what they say the probability of you winning that is like 1 in 292 million. I mean, what the fuck? Your chances are 1 in 290 million. Use a lucky mother effer to pull them numbers and use a even better one, a even more psychic one to pick them numbers right up out your brain. But please believe you got the power to do it. You got the power to do it. You know what? Do y'all know who Chris Angel is? I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know like what he does these days. Right, Lori, go take them chances, honey. Go take them chances. I ain't mad at you, okay? But you never know, right? Chris Angel, you know, he's like the. I don't think he really call himself like a magician, does he? Um, is it like an illusionist? I don't know. Like he has another, I think another name for what he calls himself. But he used to like have do his shows in Vegas and stuff. I watched one and he predicted the fucking lottery, you guys, right there on camera. And he did it to where he went on a radio station and they had him predict the numbers. Okay, and when he came back, I think they looked in the newspaper and that man had picked every single number. Okay, but he didn't play it though. He didn't play it. So imagine that. It's in you. It's in us all. And so is this. Mm-mm-mm. Always somewhere is a hater lurking. If I could buy a hater what they wanted, baby, I would. But guess what? They would never be satisfied because it ain't what you can buy them. It's what you got that they want. Ain't that something? What they want is on you. What they want is in you. Let's get into the spread. But while we talking about the lottery, what I'm burning here, this is called the dollar. The dollar incense, y'all, is what I'm burning. You see how thick this is? And I'm gonna show y'all how thick it is compared to one of my other incense here, because I have a few archangel, the 7 archangels. The jackpot is 1.7 billion, right? Look at that. This incense compared, you see how thick this dollar is? That's representing that jackpot, baby. That's representing your richness, baby, that you carrying into the 10. AK the 1. You know, aka the 1, because I did say 2025 the numbers equal up to the number 9, right? Which is divine timing. It's individual fulfillment, okay? Individual success. You know, you're somebody who went to school, graduated, you know, stayed in your field, in your career, made something out of it, maybe ventured off and branched off and did your own thing. Or you're just somebody like that's just able to keep up. You know what I mean? You're able to see where opportunity can lead you somewhere else, even if it's something small. And you see things that other people overlook. That's very important because people will only want the easiness out of something here, when not realizing, you know what I mean? Sometimes it be that blood, sweat, and tears, and it be that the little things that nobody else wants to do that add up to everything that it's going to take for you to need as far as your alignment. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what messages, because who's out here failing miserably? I feel like you teach people they lesson and they still don't go away. It's like when somebody gets a whiff of your energy, they don't appreciate you while you're there. But when you're gone, it's like they'll do anything just to have a peep. Yeah. Because they want you still to fulfill a fantasy, one that may be dead to you. These energies are probably dead to you because when Aries is over you, they're over you. You cannot resuscitate that. Okay. You cannot bring that energy back. When you lame to a Aries, you can't unlame yourself. And whatever fantasy that Aries had in their mind about you, ugh, you might as well forget it because I don't even know you anymore. Lose my damn number. You know what I mean? That's what an Aries gives you. And it feels so cold. It does. Like Aries, it feels so cold when you do that. But I feel you have to do that because people think that you so weak and you so nice and you will be back and you don't mean that. And I mean more to you than that when no, you really don't. You know what I mean? Aries will make it clear. You're going to feel the affection. You're going to feel the love. It's going to be loud. You know what I mean? Or it's going to be intense, like intent on it. You're going to know the Aries is talking to you. And that's why people get mad. They want to end on that fantasy because it's exclusive. It's intimate. The way that you make people feel. You know what I mean? And the way that you lift people up. And it in the fall, like I've said before, baby, it's a hard drop. And who wants the ride to be over? Nobody. Everybody want to live of some type of fantasy. Everybody got something they want to fulfill. You got something up there in that Pisces part of your brain, baby, that's out there. You may not speak to everybody and share it because, hey, some of y'all might feel like, baby, this is a little too out there. Let me keep this to myself. Okay. But I mean, hey, people have wild fantasies. You know what I mean? And your mind is just that. When people get a whiff of yours, it's either it's threatening, it's intimidating. And then on top of that, I'm not going to be a part of it. That's frightening is what you're giving because it's look at this card, like look at this lady's face at the same time. It's just it's like a fiend. You be having people out here fiending Aries for a fix. Woo, you's a bad one. Let me be careful. I got all this fire burning and all this long hair. I ain't look, it's too close to the holidays for any mishaps. Today has already been a day. I done calmed back down. So let me be careful. Fake apology. People love to give you one of those. And it be so like people just really think they could tell you anything. Like you really boo-boo the fool. And you will really look at them and let them tell you that. Whole time in the back of your mind, you done already made your mind up on whether this person is dismissed or not. You know what I mean? Some people will apologize to you just to get back in your good graces and still turn that negative, toxic ass energy back on you. It will still turn against you. But a lot of this, you don't need an apology. You're fulfilling your own fantasies. And in those fantasies, you're linking with other people who share some of those same fantasies and people who also don't need closure and have gotten to a space, you know what I mean, where who cares about what's happened in the past? Because at this point in time, you know what I mean, you own the bigger and better things. Sometimes you gotta let bygones be bygones. Okay. Sometimes you gotta forgive, but never forget. I love you, but still, little stupid bitch, I ain't fucking with you. Okay. And that's just how 2026 is. We cool. We gonna always be cool. I know you. I really know you now. Like it's the energy that you're giving here. You know what I mean? And ruin People like to say, Aries, you ruined this and we could have been that. No, you ruined this. Okay? We could have been that, but your fakeness, your greediness, your manipulativeness, you wanting to ruin people, their reputation, you not knowing how to handle things and take things in properly, and simply being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody gotta have time for that. Say what you mean and mean what you say, or it's game over. That's how we rocking next year. And what was I saying about earlier? How 2025 equals up to 9. And then 2026, you can look at it as two ways, as going into the 10, okay, total completion, or starting at 1, all right, which is just the same as 10. You know, 1 is a number in itself of you have cleared everything out and you are standing, you know, as one with God, with spiritual. With spirit. In a sense, you know, a rebirth, complete rebirth. And from that start, you get to, like I said, pick up everything you need going forward with you, and leave back behind what never served you to begin with. Okay, this is a clean slate for us all. All right, let's get a tarot deck. I feel like I've used all the Christmas decks. I don't want to use the Yuletide again. We used the Nightmare before. Let's use the Cozy Witch. I'm getting Drake. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better give all my love, and nothing's gonna tear us apart. All right, let's see. Who tried to ruin Aries but failed miserably? I'm getting the 7 witches. Bunch of bitches. Messages for Aries spirit. Welcome, guys. To those of you who have just entered the chat, hit that like button, baby. Hit that like. Hey, Paul. Is that Paul Coletti? M Law Gen X. Silver. Globe Records. Welcome, guys. 7 bitches, 7 stitches. I know that's right. Who is that, Damo? All right, we have the Hierophant. Taurus energy. And make sure you guys share the live. Share this live. Hit that like button so that we can get others in here that need to hear this message, okay, on this good Christmas Eve. Let's get into it. And this may be what you need to watch out here as far as between now and this new year, okay, for those of you who are out and about. So we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, the Queen of Wands, Aries energy, and the 8 of Cups, Pisces energy. What I tell you about that fantasy? Dream lover, come rescue me. Take me up, take me down, take me anywhere you want to, baby, now. Mariah Carey, the Queen of Christmas, just coming through there very quickly. We got the 10 of Swords is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. If these bitches could rally around your house, I feel like they would. But this, while you have people who are trying to keep you trapped and stuck in this weird 10 of Swords energy, you also have the good witches. You got 7 of them trying to surround you in a negative way, but you got 8 more coming through in a way bigger, much positive way with that big full moon out there in the distance here. We fly high is what this energy is giving. Go, go, go. This is lighting a fire underneath somebody's ass that they thought they were ready for when it comes to you. They wish whatever they've done, and now whatever they have to face, they wish it was a fantasy. Nope. But it's too late for that. It's definitely not a fantasy. And I'm getting with this Hierophant energy. There's a lot like surrounding tradition, as usual. The Queen of Wands is definitely not a queen that is traditional. This is somebody who is the most unorthodox out of all the queens. You know what I mean here? But this queen has been through so much. And it's you may not look like what you've been through, but you definitely you got a story. The Hierophants, they could learn from you. And I mean, when they can learn from you, you can show people, like I said, that this doesn't have to necessarily go like this for it to work out for you like this. And this is you replacing that self-doubt with self-confidence. Okay, that's why people are failing miserably, because you're not basing your self-worth on their what they think or how they feel like it should look. You know what I mean? That goes for everybody. Only God can judge you, is what I'm getting. You know what I mean? And life is what you make it. Okay? How precious that it is to you. All right? It's the view that you are enjoying from your two right here. Excuse me, they're trying to shut me up already. Let me scoot this incense back some. Woo. People's lives are feeling stale without you in it. This an energy where people, they feel like they're better than you. Or when I get away from you, I'm gonna go out and become a multi-millionaire. And you know what I mean? That type of energy. But you look up and they somewhere still watching you becoming the multi-millionaire. You know what I mean? That's what this energy is giving. Especially the 8 of Cups. It does. I feel like some of your guys' fantasies are going to be what makes you rich. And I feel like you have people that are looking at you in that sense. Like you have access, you see these cups back here that are inside her house, but look how vast that all that water is out there, more for her to collect, more ideas, more for her to bring in. And people may feel like this is unfair. Whatever you're getting to explore, they haven't unlocked. You know what I mean? They don't have directions to get to that part of the beach. You know what I mean? They don't have access. But you do, High Priestess. Courtesy of the High Priestess herself. Ruler of the moon cycles, honey. Confirmation. My little one laughing in the background. Hi, hater. You failed miserably. Yeah, this is your gut feeling. You get a gut feeling, Aries, and people want to punch you in it because it be right. And they don't want it to be right. They want some shit to go left so they can get something out of it. And it can be over for you, but maybe not look like it's over for you in the moment. Right? But the High Priestess is not going for that. I can't go for that. No, no, no. And and Spirit is saying in 2026, baby, let that intuition work. Let it work for you. Okay. Let the spiritual connect with the physical, and you bring it together, and you make that electrifying spark. Clear. We finna resuscitate everything we need to resuscitate on our side. Not that old shit. We don't want that old thing back. That's why we gave it up. It's old. That's why it's out there waiting on the trash man to collect it. Somebody try to embarrass you because you spiritual. Like, so? Is that a crime? You fake religious. That should be a crime. A little divination ain't never hurt nobody. But them fake church folks, oh. And here come these 7 wands. These 7 witches, 111 in the chat, aka 7 bitches that failed miserably, and they are now waiting on their 7 stitches. Courtesy of Damo and them spiritual hitters. 7 of wands in reverse. Yep, you could send that right on back to where it came from. Because when we get lemons, we either slice them and take a shot of tequila, or we gonna make us some lemonade. See, somebody thought just because they left you with the lemons that was going to. Okay, I don't know why my phone starts ringing every time I get on here, but somebody thought, if we came in and we added salt to Aries' recipe instead of sugar, they're ruined. But guess what? Like I said, you took them lemons and that salt, and you put tequila on this side, and you put the lemonade chaser on that side. Go get a life. To whoever these 7 witches are. We still gonna get what we need and some. You see how you just killed 2 birds with 1 stone, and you took 1 hustle and made it into 2? That's how we moving in 2026. Ruin who? Baby, not you. All right, we got the Lovers. Gemini energy. Like I said, the choice is yours, Aries. And now they see that this entire time. They don't really have any power over you. Whatever power somebody has that they think they have over you is because you allow it. You so smart. You too smart for your own good sometimes. And it offends the F out of people. And it's to you, it can be unbelievable because your spirit and your soul that at the core is just so innocent that you don't think that people automatically are looking at you like that, but you feel a certain energy that is just not yours, and it may be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And that's what that is. Beware, somebody may try and give in. Somebody may be trying to feel you out to see if they can come in and speak to you, give you a fake apology, or just to come in, like I said, and feel you out and see where you are with things with this 3 of Pentacles. Somebody's hoping and wishing you invite them to your picnic table. Boo-boo. But it's a no-no. Somebody wants in on your spell work. I'm hearing spell work. I'm hearing teamwork makes the spell work type energy here. You got some people who's underground that are or undercover. You know what I mean? The people who sneak and watch tarot, or people who sneak in are into divination type energy is what I'm getting very strongly, and they following you into 2026. I'm getting a lot of this, a lot of spiritual energy lit. Shoot. Spilled tea. Anyone? Like I said, they think they spilling tea on you. There's nothing to spill. Trying to embarrass you, they failed miserably. You are Aries. You can embarrass your damn self. You don't need no help doing that. I know I don't. Like, you the damn fool, for God's sake. Did I not say that in the earlier read? Like, T, yeah, okay. You will pull up a seat right next to it and be just like this, listening to everything that you didn't know about yourself that everybody else claims to know. Humor me. Is that so? I did what? Yeah, it's that type of energy. And you piss people off when you do that. Okay. It's nothing worse than somebody that you already got overheated. Okay. And on top of that, what they doing is not working. Hmm. You need a check for that, Aries. What I tell you about that lottery? Y'all better go hit. And if y'all do gamble responsibly, don't go and be spending all your dollars on lottery tickets, please. Remember, we are attracting. If it's meant, it will happen. You just got to put yourself in the loop. So when the wheel spins back around, boom, you're in position. 6 of Pentacles, and the universe is ready to give and not take. You hear me? Like so many who have tried to come in. You know, somebody probably tried to bankrupt you and embarrass you, but Spirit said no. Watch what I can do. You know, watch what I can make back and run right back up for you. And every blessing will eventually be returned to you. And every lesson will be equally dished out to everywhere it's supposed to be. So whatever they tried to do in public to ruin you, oh, they're going to suffer publicly. Them and them 7 witches. Oh, I'm sorry, bitches. Like, you holding people accountable. You don't care who they are. 10 of Wands. Because you not finna carry this. I'm getting somebody self-pitying themselves. All right, we have the patient witch. Learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. That's another thing I feel is important. A lot of times, because I'm getting this energy, you know, where a lot of you do go into that, just like that zoned out energy. A lot of you guys, and that is like you connecting into something. So there are going to be moments where you feel like you're being held in place, or you may feel like there's something that you need to get done or do. But Spirit may be nudging you or pulling you to focus on something different, or pulling you away from a certain energy, you know, or just away from a certain atmosphere of some sort here. Don't ignore that. All right, we have Justice. Yeah, stick to your truth, Aries. Stick to your truth. Being alone don't mean you lonely. You know what I'm saying? Um, and and being a trendsetter, a lot of times you're gonna be the only one out there, but hold your vision. You know what I mean, and stick to the plan. Because people, like I said, they want to show up when all the work has been done, and it's time for the applause. And you got to be careful with that, because you somebody that you're not crazy about recognition, and you just want to get the job done the way you see fit to make whole within yourself. Other people have ulterior motives. They want fame, they want money, they want more so. It's giving the more toxic and karmic side of things when it boils down to it here, and that's not an energy that you practice in. You are a patient witch. And like I said, and every blessing and every lesson, especially the blessings, will be returned to you. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. Some people, I feel like people didn't expect you to be able to get yourself in check. That they didn't expect you to be able to rebalance. Maybe things got so chaotic, and it was just looking like you were more stuck in the yang versus the yin. um it just maybe seemed like you had given up in a sense here, but it was the total opposite. It's like somebody writing you off, and then off in the distance, here you come walking, you know what I'm saying, walking tall type energy, and everybody's mouth is open and on the floor and shook, like they seen a ghost. They did, the damn ghost of Aries. And now I'm finna boo the shit out of you. You know what I mean? I hope you're ready. You tried to ruin it. But now it's time for the Aries to put a real show on. Temperance. Sagittarius energy. You just getting warmed up. Literally. With your tea. You're not putting yourself in no box. This ain't no more self-imposed limitations. Limiting yourself on what? The amount of cake you're going to eat for the day? Because that better be all. The amount of sugar, you're going to limit the amount of sugar you're going to intake for the day? Because we ain't worried about how nobody think and how nobody feel about what we trying to get to and what we trying to do. Because if it was up to them, you would have been ruined. With the Two of Cups in reverse. I'm sure a lot of y'all found out very quickly how quickly somebody could let you down. Or how fake, like I said, fake apology is out here. People are going to be shocked. This didn't work this time. You're not just here to fulfill somebody's damn fantasy. You're here to fulfill your own. They should go try it over in their backyard. It's game over for all of that. What I say about that beach? They don't have access to it. You do. Hello. I'm glad I came back on this live, because this is really how I wanted my energy to be. But earlier's energy was necessary too. It's a meme I'm going to share in the community tab. It's so funny. But it's so Aries, or it's me. It's my type of Aries. But like I said, the 10 of Cups came out. This beach is exclusive, Aries, and so are you. The moments you're about to experience, be careful who you share it with. It's exclusive, and it's only for you and a select few with this 3 of Cups. Make it worth it for you and who's really supposed to be involved. You know you ain't got to worry about somebody trying to ruin you when you want to lay your hair down or be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Get a good night's rest, or just you want to go somewhere where you don't have to worry about somebody snaking you. King of Pentacles. You guys want to share happiness with somebody that's real. Somebody you can share your riches with, your thoughts, your dreams, maybe connect some of them dreams, start a dream team family, a village, go buy a farm or some land together, move to another country and change your names. Ace of Cups. It's new. Everything brand new, Aries, for you. For you. For you. And guess what? All because they tried to ruin you. Now they really finna go sit some motherfucking where and be miserable. Because, honey, shining, 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 shining. Yeah. The Magician, Aries energy. You see that? Ooh, I could see you in like a greenhouse, too, Aries. Mm, mm, mm. I like this. I like this, Aries. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I like it when you do that right there, right there. Why is that song coming in my head, y'all? Come on, Chingy. I like it when you do that right there. Hey, the real. Do they say the real Onika Star Malone? Oh, how you doing? How you doing? In my Rasputia voice. All right. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace. Someone of y'all better win this lottery tonight. I don't care who it is. Let it be an Aries spirit. Let it be an Aries. And preferably in my collective. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I mean, this is blessings from God, from Spirit. Ruin what? Not you. Somebody might be calling you a fairy, but they finna see what this fairy's work do. Do you hear me? And it flies and buzzes around the best of them. Flies higher than the best of them. This Ace of Pentacles is an abundant opportunity, though, y'all. Real talk. Whether you finna put the work in, and this what your pinnacle gonna amount to once we get up in this 10. But something is definitely abundant and paying off. The world. What I say about somebody trying to ruin you privately, you better be careful with that, baby. Because what I say, what you do in the dark will snatch your ass up in the light. And everybody will see it then. So when somebody trying to ruin you, everybody's going to see more than just them fail miserably, but who they really are. And not only that, who you really are. Big light, big candles, big energy. You out here lighting communities with what you got going on. You glowing so hard, they want to ask you, where did you buy that from? Excuse me? You don't buy this. Thank you for the super chat. What's okay? Is it Odama Samoon? I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. That sounds really beautiful. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Odama Samoon says, thank you for your work. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here, love. And this is not work. This is a community, baby. This is family. This is necessary. And look, it's necessary. Somebody wishes they could kick you off the face of the earth, off the face of the planet. That's how mad they are. Because they didn't know they was going to be next in line to actually be ruined. But Aries, you got something coming up to celebrate. That's for sure. Because the world confirms that as well. The Queen of Pentacles. Like, come on. The witch is in. Did you read that? I know that's right. The good witch is in. And she's got a rabbit. You're done sacrificing, Aries. That's that on that. You done. 6 of Wands. Three of Cups, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords came out in reverse. You're not how people say you are. They have it wrong. You're not a doormat. And that's what I don't know what is wrong with these folks. The Queen of Swords is somebody that stands up for themselves. Who is that? Hey, Divine Soul. Merry Christmas, love. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. I hope you and your little one are doing amazing. Happy holidays to you guys. All right, we have Queen of Swords, but it came out in reverse. Like the Queen of Swords stands up for herself. She speaks her mind, masculine or feminine, speaks her mind and is with conviction. And people will say, I'll give you an example. People say the Queen of Cups is like pushover energy, like super nice. You know what I mean? Rarely says no. The Queen of Swords will tell you hell no in the upright and smile afterwards. You know what I mean? But in reverse, this is somebody trying to put you in a Queen of Cups energy, somebody trying to quiet you down, somebody trying to lower your voice, lower your energy, you know, is lower your distance, lower your boundaries. No. For what? So you can get in, come in and do what exactly? Take over? Nah, that's why I said this came out earlier. And what I said, be careful, Aries, and make it worth your while here because you have people, like I said, out here wanting to ruin you and take and dim you. And whatever you got, hang it up for good. Or if not hang it up for good, go ahead and pull it and keep, cipher it on over in their direction. No. It's not gonna happen. They gonna fail every time. Miserably. Yep. Miserably. 5 of Swords. Just mad. Mad as hell. And you gonna stay mad. Be gone. Walk on by. Oh, who sing that song? I only know that one line. Yeah, people are realizing you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You cannot be right all the time. Selena, thank you, love. Selena said, thanks, Auntie Aries. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you, love. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and yours. A very prosperous one. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, love. You guys are so generous. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I know I'm over here going off. I can't read the chat because I'm trying to stay focused and to read. But thank you guys. Thank you so much. The Ace of Swords here and the 5 of Swords. What they gonna do with this 2-pick compared to what Spirit is about to do with this big stick? Do you hear me? Thank you, Darrell. Thank you for the super chat. Happy holidays to you, love. If you celebrate, thank you. I mean, you are the gift that keeps on giving. I can't say that enough. You full of surprises, Aries, when it come to people. And that they're like, how can I win against somebody like this? Sometimes, what's that Drake song? I've been down so long, it looked like up to me. That's Aries energy. You know what I mean? Is it don't take much. You start out there in the wilderness with nothing, on some Huckleberry Finn type shit. You know what I mean? On some Tom Sawyer type shit. So when you really get into it, yeah, you wake the lazies up. And then it's time for them to try and concoct something to try and make you look crazy. Now it's time for them to try and ruin you and bring you down. Looks like you have disbanded the gang, the bullies, the mean girls. You just deflated all the air out their damn balloons. Somebody's big mad. Oh, they thought they won. Oh, you won, all right. The shit show. You play stupid games, baby. Aries gonna give you a stupid prize. I got a few of them over here on the wall. Go pick one. Show crazy ass. Cross watcher. Give yourself permission, Aries. Joy, sun, glow, happiness, expressiveness, color. You know what I mean? Bring it. Your voice, your upliftingness. Yep, somebody tried to stomp on you secretly and got exposed. Somebody trying to ruin you in private. Look at this. Ain't nobody gonna know she finna stomp this spider. It's only her in this kitchen, and look what's in her damn mind. What did the itsy bitsy spider do to you? You want to come in here and fuck up Charlotte's Web? They failed miserably. I might be a little old. Charlotte's Web might be a little old. The Tower. Aries energy. Every time. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse. And guess what? What I tell y'all earlier about the Queen of Cups being the pushover? She came out in reverse. They tried to put you in the Queen of Swords in reverse, put you in the Queen of Cups upright energy, and you done fucked around and flipped the switch even on that. Push who over? Not you. All right, we have the Empress, Taurus energy. Like I said, you rare. You find beauty in experiences, not in just things. You know, at one point of time, there wasn't all of these trumped up things, you had to actually be able to figure something out, to actually brainstorm, you know what I mean? To actually give yourself to something, that you had to prove yourself here in a sense. And we've gotten so far away from that, to where now people can just pick up and borrow from where this place and that place, and this person and that person, and just run off into the sunset with all they shit, with all they stuff. But thank God for the age of Aquarius that we've experienced, especially this year, the beginning of this year, because that energy is here to expose that. And miserably is how these people are going to fail, especially in playing with you in that. You're not the mask wearer, Aries. You the mask snatcher. You the mask snatcher. You can smell the deceit. Even if it doesn't appear. But they didn't see that side of you. We have the King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Give yourself some grace, Aries. I'm going to keep saying that. We have to keep reminding ourselves to give ourselves grace, because we'll get hard on ourselves. We will. And we are our toughest critic. Trust me, I know. Will you give yourself some grace? Because what you're already doing is blowing people's socks off. And it trips you up, because people see your greatness and they so intimidated. They don't even want to give you the proper compliment. So that would mess your brain up and make you think like, oh my God, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe this isn't cool. Maybe I'm not as artistic, or maybe I don't sing or sound or rap or write or craft, or no. Stop listening to them. And definitely stop listening to people in your hometown. Sometimes you'll get a little success off of that. You'll get a little support, but 9 times out of 10, a person ain't really finna tell you that's in the same bucket as you that you're doing something. It's rare. You're gonna have a few of them that's gonna come in and tell you, look, get away from that one. You may need to try to move over here with that. You got a talent in you. That's who you need to be listening. People that's dropping you knowledge like that. That's who you need to be listening to. Because sometimes, hell, you would think your best friend ready to go to bat with you whole time. That bitch looking like, you think I want you to really have that? You think I really want you in this 10? Be careful with that, Aries. Because you would be surprised who really want to see you in the cold, when you really thought that you came from something, you know what I mean, that you were a part of something, and whole time they want to see you out here like this, but whole time they done fucked up because you really like this. Huh. The biggest, you want to see it again? They really want you out here like this. 5 of Pentacles. But you really out here like this. Le Emperor. Did I stutter? Ruin what? Who? Not you. And we finna pull a star seed. Hey, Deborah. You just got here? Oh, okay. I thought you just got here. No, I see a seed viewer. Okay, let's pull a star seed, y'all. That felt good. And we hit the hour mark. That felt real good, y'all. I want to see nothing but emperors out of y'all in 2026, man. Nothing but emperor energy. Do you hear me? That's how we coming. You see how deep these black cats are? And they all in the 10 of Pentacles. That's how we coming. You let me hit that 1.7 mil. Spirit, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get on the line and we going to start building a real community. Do you hear me? And I ain't bullshitting. That's what type of timing I be on. I do want to farm. I do want to, just something different, off the grid. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna go off into the deep end, but listen to and not just tune into the visions that your mind is setting up for you. Because your reality, your real reality is in that. Your real wish fulfillment is in that, Aries. Okay. And guess what? Because of that, because it is so special, you're not for everybody. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true note, your true north node. I love being weird. I can't be nothing else but this. Y'all see me get on here, I act a damn fool. But I'm being myself. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing fake about it. We supposed to be out here living and learning and experiencing. Like, so who am I to judge? I'm here to learn something every day, just like everybody else. But this real right here, ain't none of us like nobody else. We all are this freaking different. We're not for everyone. And we all gonna embrace that in 2026. That's how you really pull in who is for you. You think you that weird? Trust me, it's another weird motherfucker out here just like you and ready to win and go to the top with you. All right? Stop overlooking your blessings. I'm going to say this again, 2026 things may not look and appear, but I feel like your chakras, they going to be jumping. It's lit. It's giving lit. Like, if how many of you guys are already feeling your intuition, you feeling a stronger connection of some sort here? Like, it's already giving that. Well, I just want to say congratulations in advance to all of you. I'm going to leave this read here, y'all. I will see you guys probably in the AM before I get my morning started and everything. I'm gonna try and get on here and when I get up in the AM after I've got my baby situated and everything. And we kind of get our morning started. But I hope you guys have an amazing evening if you're spending it with your family. Happy holidays to you and your family, or just well wishes to you and your family. And even if you aren't celebrating, I'm wishing you abundance, good health, and just prosperity in all areas, in all aspects of life. You know what it means when it boils down to it. You deserve it, Aries. If don't nobody else deserve it, you most definitely do. And don't ever let them make you feel or tell you no different. Stay dangerous. I'll catch you later. Ciao.